Any questions before we begin? All good? Any type of bow that you prefer, Louise? So you need a partner, a pair of gloves, and a little bit of space. Right. It makes pad work faster, it makes pad work easier because I call out numbers rather than techniques. So rather than saying jab, cross, hook, I'll go 1, 2, 3. So it's just a little bit faster, right? So we'll start like that. Pads to the chest means don't punch me. You should never have your pads out if you don't want the person to punch you, because while you've got your pads out and they punch you by accident, you're not paying attention, you get punched in the face, obviously, but you also get injured. So pads to the chest means don't hit me. He's not allowed to do anything other than be in his stance and move a little bit with me, and pads to the chest. Number 1 is going to be what, do you reckon? Yes. Number 2 is going to be, great. Number 3 is going to be, you've done this before. Number 4 is going to be, no. Overhand. Okay, so the overhand, have you done the overhand much here? Yeah, 45 degrees downwards, coming over the top. Hopefully your pad holder holds the pads properly. Number 5 is left uppercut, and number 6 is right uppercut. So 1 to 6 basic boxing angles of attack. 1 is jab, 2 is cross, 3 is hook, 4 is overhand, 5 is uppercut, 6 is uppercut. You notice on the overhand, he takes a step to his left and he dips his head down as he throws it. If you're doing self-defense, that could be a hammer. Do you want to see them again? Yeah, you do. Here we go. So hands are up, chin is down, head is moving a little bit. 1 is the jab, 2 is the cross, 3 is a lead hook, 4 is a rear overhand, lead uppercut, rear uppercut. And then back to stance, hands up with your partner, please. Off you go. Okay, time. Do not switch the pads around. I'm going to call the numbers, you're going to do them. Ready? So with your partner, hands up, here we go. I'll call them out, you do them. 1, double 1, 1, 2. Okay, so as you can see, you can build up some long combinations and it's quite confusing until you've learnt the numbering system, but we'll get you into it as we go. A couple of things on holding the pads. Pads to the chest means don't hit me. When I hold for the 4, don't hold it down here, because that essentially is punching a child on top of the head. We've discouraged that. That's not what you want. It's about shoulder height, about 45 degrees, okay? So he's going to step out and punch over the top. That would simulate me hitting him in the body if my temple is right there for him to go bonk. Does that make sense? So it's not really low. So make sure it's a little bit higher on that. And then when you throw your uppercuts, try and drive your elbow to center line when you uppercut. Because otherwise, if you uppercut like this, you're hitting the 2 smallest knuckles, not the 2 biggest knuckles. So you want to drive your elbow so it's in line with your belly button. When you hit, that puts the 2 biggest knuckles underneath the target. So when he does his uppercut on this side, drive the elbow across your body. It's going to feel a bit weird, but it gives you more power and it gives you better contact. Does that make sense? Ready? So numbers 1 to 6. You better practice them good because I'm going to test you afterwards. Off you go. Double 1. Triple 1. 1, 2. Okay, so you're not just a boxing school, you're a kickboxing school, therefore you need to add in kicks and knees. I saw some people doing some knees earlier, which is great. So 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here we go. 7 is a knee off either leg. So you can do a rear knee, you can do a switch knee. 8 is a front kick or a side kick because it's a straight kick. The front kick comes in a straight line, and if he's sideways, side kick comes in a straight line, so they're the same line of attack, right? So 8 is a front kick or a side kick, depending on where you are. 9 is a circular kick, so that could be a round kick, for example. Could be a round kick, for example. But it also could be a spinning kick, because it's a circular kick, it comes around in circles. If you spinning hook kick, oops, sorry, missed. Like that, okay? And then 10 is any particular grading technique you're working in the class, or your favorite technique, Superman punch. Yeah, look, see, I read his mind. Superman punch. So, what's 7? No, knee. Or 5. Okay, 8. Front kick or side kick. And generally I differentiate between the 2. This is a front kick, this can be a front kick. But if I turn sideways and place my pads like this, it's a side kick. Because the pads are sideways. That kind of makes sense, right? What's number 9? Circular kick. So that could be a single round kick, that could be like a double flip, for example, that could be a spinning kick of any description because it's circular. And then 10 is your favorite technique. Whatever your favorite technique is. Do you want to see them again? You got it? See it again? Okay. 7, 8, 9 at any height. 10. And then make sure your hands are up afterwards. You do the Superman punch out and knock someone out, you need your hands back. So make your hands back. Off you go, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come around here so you can see. So front kick I like this, also like this. Sometimes you can hold it like this, but if you've got fingerless mitts on, sometimes your fingers get damaged. So I prefer this, especially for push kicks where he's trying to push me away, right? I prefer that. For the side kick, I turn sideways and then I lift my left elbow. I turn sideways, lift my left elbow, put it against my body, and you can kick it and give me a whack, right? So front kicks like this, and then you kind of rock it up like that to the side. Off you go. Thank you for that. Here we go. 1, 6, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. 3, 2. So the idea is, numbers make things faster. Once you know the numbering system, you can call out simple combinations, longer combinations, combinations that are a bit confusing. It just speeds everything up. But you've got to drill it to the point where it's automatic, like you just know what each number means straight away. With 10 numbers, you've got kind of infinite number of combinations you can come up with, pretty much. So we're going to go into boxing combos. So there are 8 boxing combos that have the highest percentage chance of knocking people out based on studies done in boxing over the decades, where the winning combination was written down, the knockout combination was written down, and there's 7 of those, which is very, very common, and then the 8th one is just a fun one. So, ready, sir? Boxing combo number 1, elbow stand, please. Double jab cross. Easy enough, right? The double jab gets you into range, you land your cross to knock him out. Combo number 2, jab cross hook. The jab cross brings the hands in tight, jab cross me please. And then the hook goes around the outside to knock them out. Combo number 3, cross hook cross. You've got them hurt, so you hit them with the hardest punch, followed by your next hardest punch, and you back to your hardest punch. And then combo number 4 is hook cross hook, you reverse the order. So combo number 1, double jab cross. Combo number 2, jab cross hook. Combo number 3, cross hook cross. Combo number 4, hook cross hook. You notice how I start each pad combination with 1 pad only, because if I put it up like this, he might accidentally hit this one first, because he's not thinking. So I go double jab cross. You see, jab cross hook. So I put up the pad I want him to hit first, then the other pad joins it. Cross hook cross. Hook cross hook. That'll stop you getting injured by people randomly hitting. Do you want to see him again? No, you're too slow. So you should have been quicker. Ready, here you go. Wonderful boxing combos with your partner, please. Thank you. It's just one thing. When you do a hook, at least in boxing, you want 3 90-degree angles. You want a 90-degree angle between your elbow and the floor, so that it's acting as a guard against any counter punches. Because if it's too low, he can punch over the top of my arm, cross. But if my elbow is on, it acts as a barrier, right? You want 90 degrees between the forearm and the chest so that you're not winging it and hitting with your knuckles out like this, and you're not clipping it. You want to hit it 90 degrees. And you want a 90-degree twist on your lead foot when you hook. Boom! To get like a technically correct hook, along with your hands up preferably as well, right? So some of you are a little bit low with your elbows. Some of you aren't fully rotating with your foot. Some of you are doing it a bit too long, so you're hitting your thumb, you're going to break your thumb. It's got to be 90, 90, 90. 90 degrees to the elbow, 90 degrees forearm, chest, 90 degree twist to the foot. Okay, so just work on that during the combinations. Off you go. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to call numbers and boxing combos just to make your day worse. Here we go. Ready? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Boxing combo 1. The reason why I also use numbers is because in a fight, because I used to coach people in MMA and kickboxing fights, I could shout out combo 3 instead of going cross hook cross. Because then my opponent knows what's coming, right? Does that make sense? So you often see it in fights where people go, hit him with the hook. But then you just told your opponent what's coming next. So if you call out combo 3, my fight will throw cross across. So it keeps that a little bit secret as well. Second partner, boxing combo is 1 to 4. Double jab, cross, hook, cross, hook, cross, hook. Off you go. So take your arms out. Now we're going to mix in the numbers and the boxing combos. It's going to be fine. Believe in yourselves. Here we go. 1 through 6. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 5, 6, 3, 2. That's boxing combos 1 to 4. Boxing combos 5 to 8, 5 to 7. A close range ones. 8's just a random one that people seem to enjoy. Number 5, overhand, lead uppercut, overhand. The idea is you knock their head down, you bring it back up, you knock it back down. Okay, over, upper, over. Like this, 45, up, 45. Okay? Number 6, hook to the head, hook to the body, hook to the head. So close range kind of in fight work, bam, bam, bam. Hook, hook, hook. Now hold the pads over each other like this, not wide apart. This doesn't make sense. Hook, hook, hook. Unless you're fighting 2 people. So the pads are over each other. Combo 7, uppercut, rear, hook, and then across. So this is where the person's in front of you here, you lift their head up, hook, across. And then number 8 is a fun one that I do because people like it. Jab, spinning back fist, Superman. It's just fun. It's not a knockout combination. It might be if you're Raymond Daniels. So, number 5, over, upper, over. Number 6, triple hook. Number 7, uppercut, hook, cross. Number 8, jab, spinning back fist, Superman. Do you want to see again? Yes, yeah, that was great. So you've got to step out on the overhand, then up, and then overhand. Pads over each other. One represents the head, one represents the body. Hook, hook, hook. Lead, rear, lead. Lead, rear. They did it right on. Don't worry. Combo 7, up, go. See how tight and small the pads are? They're not like this. This is where my head is, small. And then jab. Get your head out of the way. You never trust anyone. And then Superman back to stance at the end. Ready? Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 8. When you're doing a spinning back fist, you want to return to stance as quickly as possible. The fastest way to do that is after the jab to set your range. You bring your rear knee up as you spin back fist and it puts you back in stance quickly. Some of you are stepping into your spin back fist, which can work, but then you've got to bring yourself back and it takes too long. So it's jab, turn your lead foot, rear knee comes up as you hit, and then return to stance. So if you watch jab, rear knee comes up, bang. See how fast it is? Transition. When you do a Superman woman punch, you need to land in stance. Because if Sir does the Superman and he falls forwards, he's falling into my counter. So assume your Superman's not going to knock him out. It's nice if it happens, but if it doesn't, you want to go bang, and then you want to be able to move. A lot of you are doing Superman and you're going like this, whoop, whoop, which is not great. So when you do Superman woman, land in stance. You should be ready to block, ready to move. Carry on, lads. Some of you are still losing balance on your Superman. If I see it again, you're all doing 10 burpees. Team effort. Don't fall over when you do Superman. Off you go. We're going to move on to 2 counts now. So a 2 count is a punch followed by a kick. So for example, if I go 2 count and I hold this, what's this? Followed by a kick. If I hold 2 count, what's this? Followed by a kick. We're going to go 2 count opposite, meaning you're punching the kicker on opposite sides. Sometimes you can do 2 count same side, but to make your life easier, we're going to go opposite. So if I go 2 count, he's going to jab with his left, kick with his right. If I go 2 count, he's going to cross with his left and right, kick with his left. If I go 2 count, he's going to hook, and then he's going to kick, and then 2 count overhand, kick. Okay? So punch sets up the kick. You can do it the other way as well, but at the moment you do a punch. You can do that off any of the first 8, 6 numbers. So, 2 count. And all I do is I place the pad up. 2 count. He knows that's a hook punch, and he knows it kicks on the opposite side at whatever height. So you can do it here, you can do it body, you can do it head. Okay. I hold this one, it's an overhand. He knows that in 2 count, it's happening on the opposite side. So it should make kind of sense. Easy enough? We'll see. Ready? Oh, and all you do is you put 2 counts together. So, 2 counts. 2 counts. That's a 4 count because it's 2. Let's go. Nice. Nice. 2 counts. It could be the same 2 counts. It doesn't matter. You put whichever ones you like together. 2 counts. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
You're looking bewildered. Got it?
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay. So we're going to start with 2 counts, right? 2 counts on opposite. So if I give him the jab, the round kicks on the opposite side. Same with the cross, on the opposite side. Same with the hook, and same with the overhand. And you can do uppercuts as well, but obviously they're a bit more close range. You can kick at any height. So if you don't have great flexibility, wait, easy tiger, kick low, right? So it works for whatever level of flexibility. So opposite side. The mechanics is you rotate one way, you rotate back the other way. You rotate one way, you rotate back the other way. That gives you lots of parry and strike. Yeah. So 1, opposite, 2, opposite, 3, opposite, trying to kill me. Kids try and kill me, it's fine. Okay, off we go. So a couple of things about choosing the right equipment to train with. You want a shin and inset guard that covers your lucky toes, like a boot type effect, because if you kick my knee with the big toe, you'll break your big toe. So ideally, you want your whole foot covered, which most of you don't have. Anyone got? Yeah, that kind of type of thing is pretty close, but it needs to be a little bit further. Your whole foot wants to be covered, so you just avoid these stupid little injuries that you get when you kick someone's knee hard. Show me your focus mitts. Okay, so I'm not a fan of these types of focus mitts. They're a bit dangerous, especially if you show them your nose. Your nose are, yeah. So if he slipped my punch and he does it, so your fingers go into eyes, so I prefer focus mitts with your fingers covered. That's up to you, but as a general rule, it's a bit safer to have your fingertips covered. You don't tend to get fingers in the eyes, and also people tend to kick the tips of your fingertips over the eyes. Covered pads, air pads are probably the best types of pads you can get. They've got an air chamber in the middle, they're virtually indestructible, and they absorb massive amount of impact. So if you've ever worn these, it's like pillows on your hand. You don't feel stuff. You're like, oh, you can kick really, and it doesn't really hurt. So I really recommend air pads rather than kind of standard poses. We're going to look at shin checking. Oh no, who's got 2 shin guards on? 2. We've got a double on. No, wait, you got one of them? No, it's not. Oh, you've got 2. It's all right, he's here. Sorry. Stick glove them. You'll demo it. Just so I don't try to. So what we're going to look at is shin blocking. 4 variations of the shin check, shin block. As you know, it's a pretty bad idea when someone kicks you in the leg to try and like reach down and block it, because they can then kick you in the head. So you use the leg, which is still also you do earlier on. So I'm going to call the boxing combo. Boxing combo 1.
Jump cross.
Cool. Now I'm going to kick you in the leg with my right leg, and you're going to do hard block. A hard block is your knee goes out at 45, your toes come up, and you make that like a wall. See how you bend that leg in? That's not what I want. Kick you in the leg. It's a wall. It doesn't bend. In, and then back down. Not. Boxing combo 1. I kick him in the leg hard. Yes, good. Different boxing combo. Boxing combo 2. I'm just going to do a soft block. So he's going to pull his heel in as I kick him. Like that. You're kind of riding it. Kick me. Take it by riding. Kick me lower. Normally. That's it, like that. So I ride the force back in. Any boxing combo. Combo 6. Yes, I kick him in the leg. Hard block. Keep your hands up just in case I kick you in the head. Good. Hard block. Good. Different boxing combo. Combo 1. Soft block. You kind of ride a little. Yes. Perfect. Do you want to see it again?
Yes, sir.
Boxing combo 2. Hard block. Boxing combo 4. Soft block. Yes. Off you go with your partner. Thank you, sir. Next one's called defending shin block. So when someone kicks me on the leg, I'm going to hop back at 45 degrees. Hop back out of the way. And my idea is I get his big toe on my knee. That's the ideal situation, which is why you want your toes covered. Because right now it's knee to shin or shin to shin. But if I hop back, I take some of the sting out of the kick, and I'm more likely to meet his foot on my knee, which is going to break his foot. I win. Okay, so combo 1. I'm going to kick you. You're going to push off your lead leg, hop back at about 45 degrees and block. Make sure you still turn your knee out, because it's still got a block at 45 degrees. Combo 2. So I kick, hop back. Good. Both hands up when you do it. Combo 3. So it might look low and then kick high, right? So you've still got to keep your hands up. So that's a defending shin block. The next one is an attacking shin block. So as he kicks me, I hop in and I push him off balance, and that's my head kick or whatever you follow that is. Push him off balance. He stood on one leg and he's trying to kick me in the leg. What I do is as he starts to kick, my right hand goes to his shoulder, I knock him off balance, I still shin check, and then I can follow with a kick. What's that?
I'm not sure.
Thank you. So you can stay still and do this, but you get more force on your partner to push them like this, and that allows you to. Any combo 2. Defending shin block, move backwards. Backwards! Combo 1. Defending, move backwards, yes. Combo 2, attacking, right hand goes to the shoulder, and that will knock me backwards. Off you go! If you're going to do any type of combat sport where you're going to get kicked in the leg, K1, Muay Thai, or MMA, you generally want a narrow stance. Because if I go too wide and the kick comes, I don't have time to adjust my weight, it takes too long. Shoulder width apart means I can just lift either leg without having to shift my weight or push off and move easy. So shoulder width apart for leg checking. If you want to hit really hard, you want to bend your legs, widen your stance to increase your power. Two different ways of standing. Let's do the first two. Combo 4, hook cross hook. First one is a hard block. So his hands are up still. He's going to turn it out and keep it rigid, solid, so it doesn't bend. Good. Combo 1, double jab cross. Then a soft block, so he lets it hit and folds it back in. So if you kick me, it's hard, but then it goes through. Kind of feels weird when the person kicks it because they expect a lot of resistance and then it kind of folds in. They're like, ooh. But straight. One more time. Okay. Yeah. Combo 1. Hands hard. Boom. Combo 2. Soft. Yes. Off you go. Okay, these two feel weird, I do admit it, but once you add them to your arsenal, they're really effective because they mess with your opponent's timing and balance. So when he kicks, he's expecting me to stay here and block it like this, but if I go kick and I push backwards, it kind of extends him out a little bit. It also gets his toe onto my knee, brings him forward into my counter punches. That's the first one. So hook cross hook. Hop away, keep your hands up, just in case I change the height. And then the last one, overhand up, overhand. Narrow your stance, hop forward, right hand goes to the shoulder, push me off balance, because then that will set up your follow-up, whatever that might be. Okay, ready, go!